HiRevz Media is sponsored by Born to Ride Motorcycle Magazine. Check out borntoride.com. Alright guys, finally working on hot rod a little bit. Got bum leg Daddy in here. Just had his foot completely reconstructed. Pretty gnarly in there. But he's hanging out. And I'm gonna remove these seats right here, and I've got some other seats, and I want to try get this more down on the ground so that I can actually see out the windshield, because there is not much room. My head has got plenty of room up in the top, but the windshield drops really low from the top. So I'm gonna start with unbolting these seats in here. I don't know what these are, where they came out of, but get those undone. All right guys, got the seat out. So, and then this is, they actually added some bracing up under there. So I left those bolted. I may trim the front ones off. The rear ones are actually going to be holding the seat belts. We've got the seat sitting over there. So I'm going to throw my new seat in here and see how it feels. All right, guys, got both the seats out now. And these are the seats that I've gotten to go in there, which are hot rod bomber seats that are actually boat seats. So I've actually ran boat seats in the other 29 Model A I had years ago, and they worked really good. These actually have kind of a 50s pattern on them, which is kind of cool. And that one, we're probably going to through bolt it. But this side over here, the passenger side, we're going to leave it where it'll flip down so you can actually climb back in the back or put stuff back there or whatever. And these are a lot shorter than the other ones. But that's about, the other seat's sat like right here. This is about how far back it needs to be and how far down it needs to be for anybody to actually comfortably drive this car in any kind of fashion. My head is still up above the window, but I won't have to lean down near as far, and this will be much more comfortable for anybody that drives it. So, and I think they'll look pretty cool when they're both in there. I mean, it's pretty empty in there. It's like a big bathtub, but and we might do something for the rear also. Still got the seat frame in there, but this will work for now. Just gotta move the seat belts, and we're gonna keep them, move them back. And there's some metal plates that we're adding in here on top and below. We gotta figure out what we're gonna do there. And then mount these seats up through the bottom. There's threaded inserts in the bottom of these seats, so should work. Went ahead and pulled the car out here to make it a little bit easier to get to everything. But get it vacuumed out here, cleaned up a bit, and then we'll start removing, moving some stuff, and see if we can get it figured out. All right, guys, I made me a template off the back of the seat here, and then marked some spots on the floor there. It's kind of hard to see, but I'm gonna get the first two bolts in and see where we're at. All right, guys, they had some plates on top and bottom right here just to make this rigid. Since I'm getting rid of a bunch of these bolts where the seats were, two of the plates that I pulled out of the bottom kind of overlapped them here, marked a line. I'm going to weld it there and then drill the holes and then put this under the bottom as my seat belt support and kind of lock all this into place. And then I've already got my 2 holes drilled for the seat. I'll do 2 more there, get those 4 bolts down, and this should be good for now. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Yes, I know it ain't pretty and I ain't proud of it, but it'll work. All right, I got that cross plate drilled from the top. Now we'll move it to the bottom and bolt our seat belts through it. Then we'll get back on the seats. All right, guys, seat belt bar is done underneath there. Looks pretty good. And I've got this seat bolted down. It's in there nice and rigid. It actually feels pretty good. So now I'm just gonna get the other one out. All right, guys, there we go. Seats are mounted in, seat belts are remounted, reinforced, and they actually take up more room than I thought they would. I thought they were gonna look super small in there, and with one, it definitely did, but with both of them, it takes up a pretty good bit of room. And that doesn't look too bad. And most importantly, a person can drive it. Should be a lot easier. Next thing I want to do is heat up that shifter and move it over just a little bit. All right, guys, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna worry about the shifter in just a minute. Pull it around there to the other side of the shop and get the torch out. And first I want to take off this Tijuana taxi. Pulled around over here. Ran through some antifreeze in it because the next couple weeks it's gonna start getting pretty cold. So put a little bit in there. Just let it run for a minute. The thing does good, fires right up. So need a little red oxide to cover that up a little more, but it looks all right. But now I'm gonna spin that shifter over. All right, guys, we got it hot in the original location. Brought it over and down this way, and then I did another spot to bring it kind of up and straight. So that's first, that's reverse. This would be third, or second rather, third, and then they're getting tired. Third, second, and then first, reverse. There we go. But I think that's gonna work. All right, guys, so there's the shifter, and this is way better. This is first, so it's completely out of my knee. It was kind of over here, and now it's kind of kicked up and over a little bit, and that's not bad at all. Even for fourth being there, it's not even in this person's way. But yeah, that's perfect right there to be able to fit me. The seats fit well. I can actually get to the starter, and I can press the gas, all kinds of good stuff. So before I couldn't hardly fit in this thing at all. My legs was like trying to go through here, and I was trying to get under the brake pedal to get to the starter. I mean, it was a miserable mess, but this is much, much better. So there we go. I do have to reach up a little bit to grab the e-brake, but it's not bad. But I'd rather reach up and grab it than be right up on everything, because now I can actually see through the glass some. So this shouldn't be as scary to drive. So there you go. All right, guys, got our tag on the back, and we're gonna go see if we can find some red oxide primer so we can finish that up. We got the shifter moved over and hit it with some paint. Got some antifreeze in it. Added another peep mirror to the side over here. Daddy and I are about to go for a ride. He's now walking on his bum leg. All right, guys, Daddy and I drove it about as far as we've ever driven it. We've driven out here to the lake, and took us a minute to get here. It's not fast. It is, and it is crazy loud. It is just insanely loud. The exhaust, yeah, and right under the cab, right where we're sitting. So I've got some different exhausts for it. That'll make it better. Put a muffler on it, maybe something. At least drop it down, see how it is. But it did pretty good. He got us here, so.